Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hey, today, Last Epoch just dropped their final trailer for Season 4. Looks like it's going to be a great season, guys. This video is just going to be me watching it, kind of commenting on it and stuff like that. If you guys have already seen it, you can skip the video, whatever. But for those of you who haven't, I hope you stick around and watch it with us. Let's get into it.
Hey, I'm excited to share with you what's coming in Season 4, Shattered Omens, which is launching on March 26th. This season, we're introducing a new horde-based mechanic called the Omen Windows, a shake-up to the idol system, a powerful new way to empower or ruin your items by corrupting them, and a new epic pinnacle encounter called the Fractured Prison. We're also adding 2 new skills for the Rogue, a trove of powerful new unique and set items, and an update to the Monolith of Fate with Echo Chains. And of course, as is with any other patch, many other quality of life improvements. Let's dive into what's waiting for you in Season 4, Shattered Omens. The Void's reach extends further than ever
Omen
before.
Windows first
While
up,
journeying
guys.
through Eterra, you will now encounter Omen Windows, which spawn a relentless new threat from the very shadow of oblivion. Omens are servants of Oribus, who work to overwhelm you by buffing their allies and casting dangerous spells, all while being temporarily invulnerable. To defeat the Omen and complete the encounter, you must kill the fractured enemies while remaining inside the ring. Leaving the designated area causes the countdown to begin, forcing you to fight within the confines of the Omen's sphere of influence. Once you have defeated enough fractured enemies, the Omen loses its invulnerability and consumes any remaining fractured enemies, empowering it and making it susceptible to your attacks. If you succeed in killing the Omen, you will be handsomely rewarded. Drops include a new currency called Time Glass Fragments, Runes of Corruption, Corrupted Items, Omen Idols, and Idol Altars, but more on that later. Greater Omen windows can be found in the Monolith at the end of the Omen Window Echo Chain. Greater windows will spawn 2 Omens at once, along with more challenging enemies. Omen Window Echo Chains generate naturally in your Echo Web and can be inserted by completing a Greater Omen window. Upon completing a Greater Window, a Time Glass core will form. You can shatter the core to receive a ton of additional Time Glass fragments, or spend your existing Time Glass fragments to generate one of 5 Echo Chains of your choice near your current Echo. You can use these to hunt down Omens or chase other priority targets. Omen windows have 5 tiers of difficulty. Increasing the tier adjusts the difficulty by altering the number of magic, rare, and champion enemies that spawn. Higher tiers also have increased chances to drop rare idol altars, as well as dropping more Time Glass fragments and loot. Now, let's talk about some of the new rewards and item types in more detail.
Oh, pretty cool, guys. I think this season's Omen Windows game mechanic is going to be really awesome. Looking forward to trying it.
You can spend your newly acquired Time Glass fragments by talking to Apophis, the Oracle at the crossroads in the Monolith of Fate. She sells a new woven echo called Omen's Veil, crates of corrupted items, and bags of generally useful reward types. Notably, she also sells Runes of Corruption, which can only be acquired by purchasing them directly from her or by killing Omens.
Runes of Corruption.
The introduction of Echo Chains to the Monolith gives players more agency over the content they enjoy the most. These are sequenced echoes that share a common mechanical theme, culminating in a formidable final challenge that offers greater risks and even greater rewards. There are 5 types of Echo Chains that spawn naturally in the Monolith: Nemesis Chains, High Stability Chains, Rift Beast Chains, Omen Window Chains, and the Pinnacle of Chaos Chains, which include a Greater Omen window filled with champions.
Guys, this seems like an overwhelming amount of information. I don't know. I think Last Epoch really cooked with this season.
We've also added a new Weaver Tree node that causes more regular echoes to be arranged into Echo Chains as well, without impacting the spawn rate of special Echo Chains.
Awesome.
In Season 4, players will have more freedom with how they interact with the Monolith system. Players will immediately have access to all of the regular timelines, except for the 3 level 90+ timelines. To access these last 3 timelines, Elder Gaspar now requires you to seek the knowledge of Oribus. To gather this knowledge, you must complete the final 2 chapters of the current campaign or conquer any of the first 7 timelines. Completing timelines or the final 2 chapters rewards you with 1 knowledge point. However, the level 80+ timelines provide you with 2, meaning players can reach empowered timelines much faster than before by simply attempting a more difficult path. In addition, we have improved and updated the Monolith UI to make it cleaner and more readable, so the search for this knowledge is clearer. In the Echo of a World, Echo rewards have been replaced with a single chest in the center that contains the Echo-specific reward and piles of gold. These rewards now scale with the number of bonus stability thresholds you reach inside the Echo. This means players can now earn more Echo-specific rewards than before. On top of that, the frequency of more powerful Echo-specific rewards, including timeline-specific rewards, now scales with corruption. Season 4 introduces the Rune of Corruption, a double-edged crafting tool of immense potential. But be warned, once an item is corrupted, it can no longer be modified and may even become worse. It will also lose all remaining forging potential and any legendary potential or Weaver's Will. Creating truly amazing items comes with potentially catastrophic risks. Will you succumb to the void's influence in search of power?
Corrupted,
With the
unmodifiable.
introduction of corrupted items, we are also shaking up the idol system. You'll now notice a new slot above your idol inventory for what is called an idol altar.
This I think right here is really cool, guys.
These drop when you successfully complete an Omen window encounter and fundamentally change the shape and properties of your idol grid. In addition to changing the grid layout, idol altars come empowered with refracted slots. These slots grant unique bonuses to idols placed within them. There are a variety of different idol altars for you to discover, allowing for 13 different idol grids, each with its own unique layout. Alongside idol altars, you will also earn Omen idols. These are pre-corrupted 1x3 and 3.
All right, guys, I have to just say, like, there is an insane amount of content in this update, man. An insane amount of content.
By 1 idols that can roll with affixes usually reserved for larger idols. While you're normally limited to 1 Omen idol, idol altars can increase this limit, opening up the possibility for some incredible combinations. For those who crave a true test of skill, we've added 2 new placeable woven echoes, the Omen's Veil and Fractured Prison. Inside the Omen's Veil, you will find 3 greater Omen windows humming with dark energy. You can approach these trials one by one, or, for the bravest of travelers, you can shatter all 3 windows simultaneously.
All 3.
If you happen to survive the combined onslaught of all 3 active windows, you'll be rewarded with the penultimate pinnacle encounter, the Fractured Prison Woven Echo. In terms of difficulty, this encounter is positioned between Aberoth and Uber Aberoth. Once you reach a corruption threshold of 400 on any empowered timeline, you can begin to place the Fractured Prison Woven Echo. It's a grueling gauntlet designed to test your build's strength and mastery of the Omen's mechanic. We're looking forward to seeing who can conquer this intense and epic encounter. In Season 4, we focused on the Rogue,
Here we go.
expanding her kit with 2 new abilities,
Rogue this season. Let me know what you guys are going to go in the comments.
And updating the Blade Dancer tree. Blade Storm is a devastating area of effect ability that creates spinning blades at a target location. Blade Storm was previously a very popular subskill of Umbral Blades that we felt deserved to be its own skill entirely. Umbral Blades has gotten some cool new updates, so make sure to check those out too. But for now, let's take a look at just a few of the key nodes in Blade Storm. Alloy animation allows multiple Blade Storms to hit the same target and grant them significantly more movement speed, offering a playstyle where you can sit back and let your Blade Storms chase enemies down for you.
I think
Blade
it's gotta be Rogue, man.
is a particularly explosive one. When 2 blades collide, they detonate in a powerful AoE boom.
Man, that's cool.
Next up is Shadow Rend, a powerful new skill with a slight wind-up, which creates a shadow performing a repeat of your attack. Unlike most other shadow-generating abilities, Shadow Rend can be used with both melee weapons or bows. We're looking forward to seeing the creative ways players take advantage of the skill's shadow-generating capabilities and strong damage output. Night's Approach causes the shadows to move instead of you, while Betrayal of Flesh allows them to choose their own targets, allowing you to send shadows to assassinate enemies for you. Shadow Massacre causes existing shadows to use Shadow Cascade or Multi-Shot, and Unending Twilight grants a chance for those shadows to be resummoned, allowing them to imitate another ability. Alternatively, you can use Hidden Strength to consume your shadows to empower Shadow Rend even further. In addition to these new skills, we've also made updates to the Blade Dancer's passive tree. The Flow and Perfection paths have been condensed to provide more power for less investment. Nodes like Veil of the Night now also include support for throwing builds, and new nodes added to the tree include defensive options like Grit and the Apex node from Mastered Form. We've also updated the passive tree and skills for Spellblade.
I feel like I've heard them say updated like 20 times already, man.
The new mastery
guys
bonus
cooked,
grants
man.
a percentage of added melee damage on weapons as added spell damage to improve support for triggered spells as a damage source. The updated Flame Drinker and new Blade Conduit nodes in the passive tree offer new ways of recovering mana. Incinerating Aura's new Threshold bonus
That's nice.
allows Fire Aura to deal considerably more damage than before. We've
Nice.
added new ways to trigger spells. Shatter Strike can now trigger Glacier, Flame Reef
Nice.
can trigger Fireball and Lightning Blast, and Mana Strike can trigger Static Orb. There are many more changes to Spellblade and Rogue skills. You'll find the full details in the patch notes. As usual, we've also implemented a wide set of balance changes and bug fixes to all classes and skills. For example,
Awesome.
Acolytes, your skeleton archers can now permanently have cold or fire arrows instead of relying on a cooldown. For our Primalists, Maelstrom Tsunami is now much more powerful and gains increased area from each Maelstrom stack you have, allowing Maelstrom to be played as a hit-based build with massive area. Mages, Black Hole's cooldown can be reduced further than before and can now gain an additional charge.
Awesome.
There's lots more, so make sure you check out the patch notes to see the full list of updates. And of course, there's new loot. We're adding 9 new powerful uniques and 15 new set items, and we've buffed many underperforming uniques.
All right, so they buffed Xolus Ashwake, Ram's Embrace, and Lap's Path.
We felt it was important to continue to expand and utilize set items to create interesting playstyles.
Yeah,
and
really digging the amount of set items they added this season, guys.
We've been hard at work on
Quality
continuing
of
to
life,
improve
too. I
the
almost think this
feel
is
of
the most
combat in
important
Last
update.
Epoch. We've
This is the most
overhauled the
important part.
majority of Primalist animations, tackling everything from idle and run animations to individual abilities. We've updated our core animation tech, allowing us to improve the quality of individual animations. Attack recovery now blends smoothly into any follow-up actions. The Primalist now has specific idle poses for both in and out of combat, and
Nice.
attack and run animations
cool.
have variations based on the attack and movement speed. The player character now reacts visually when taking hits. In addition to the Primalist, we've updated a significant amount of the Rogue's animations,
If they were trying to
including
demonstrate that there,
new
I could
bowstring
not see it,
animations.
but
We plan
believe
to
them.
continue updating all of the classes in the lead up to Last Epoch Oribus. We have also added hit reactions to all enemies in the game. They will now visually react to being hit by your attacks through new additive animations. We've updated our audio to better prioritize sounds that will improve player feedback and hit satisfaction. This includes
I
a
love
small
that,
melee
man. I
hit
love
sound
the hit
update for select
satisfaction.
skills. More changes are coming, but this work is the foundation for the larger changes we look to make in future updates. We've adjusted loot drop sounds to make rare
You gotta
drops
have
more
that audio
distinct.
feedback, man. I
All
think that
loot
stuff
is
is
now
so
placed
important.
into a default tier.
Without it, the game
Items
just
with
feels
higher
incomplete.
tiers have larger and more impressive loot beams and drop sounds. This change applies to all items, including crafting materials. These new elements are also available for players to use in their loot filters, including the ability to change the size and color of item beams. On top of that, we've added more granularity to the loot filter in general. For example, you can now have rules specifically for shards, runes, and glyphs. The max number of loot filter rules has been increased from 75 to 200. It should be even more stress-free to
Incredible.
make valuable items for your build easy to see and hear. In addition, we've also implemented haptic vibrations for both gameplay and UI. You will now see a slider in the options menu where you can adjust the amount to your desired preference. The Chapter 7 fight of Hiorat vs. Raye is now a full 2.5D cinematic, featuring new music and new voice acting for both characters.
Great
There
stuff,
are
guys.
plenty more quality of life improvements that you'll be able to find in the patch notes, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go through the patch notes in a follow-up video, guys, because from what I hear, it's massive amount of patch notes.
With this new season, we're launching our brand new set
go,
of
supporter
fractured
packs.
supporter packs. As always, everything included is cosmetic only and provides no additional player power.
First of all, before they get into the supporter packs, guys, if you enjoy Last Epoch or you want to see this ARPG really succeed, consider getting a supporter pack. You know, I know the game is free. You know, you have to pay for the game. It's not free to play, but just consider purchasing one, man. Help these guys out, man. They are doing some incredible work from right now. From what I can tell, they're doing incredible work.
These supporter packs are a great way to support the game's development while looking awesome in the process. Starting with the Fractured Traveler, you will get the sinister Wraithblade's dagger and sword, the Eclipse Ascendant cloak, the Fractured Traveler title, and Champ, your very own red panda who's ready to jump into the heat of battle with you. Cosmetically,
awesome, man. That's so cool.
Keeping with the Wraithblade aesthetic, the Fractured Templar Supporter Pack is here to stab fear into the hearts of your enemies. The Fractured Templar contains everything in the Fractured Traveler's Supporter Pack and also includes the Wraithblade's Death Leather armor set. Shrouded in smoke and adorned with the bones of your fallen enemies, you can skulk in the shadows in style. It also contains the Wraithblade's Omen Bow, the Wraithblade's Shadow Character Effect, the Wraithblade Evade, the Wraithblade's Footprints, the Wraithblade's Reaper Cloak,
the Wraithblade,
the
everything,
Fallen
bro.
Titan's Hunger Portal, and the Fractured Templar title.
That's pretty awesome,
and
man.
Edgar the Raven.
Edgar.
Or is it a crow? Yours to decide. If you're one to seek control over the powers of light and dark, then the Fractured Vanquisher is just the pack for you. The Fractured Vanquisher Supporter Pack contains everything in the supporter packs before it, and also includes the Eclipsed Vestments armor set. Finding balance between dark and light can be tricky, but with this beautiful duality, you need not to pick.
That's awesome, man.
It also contains the Eclipsed Division Axe, the Eclipse Embrace Portal, the Eclipsed Division Footprints, the Eclipsed Evade, the Eclipsed Spirits Character Effect, the Eclipse Shawl Back Attachment, and Tai-O and Kage, the light and dark koi fish duo that complement and oppose one another. If you truly want it all, the Fractured Legends Supporter Pack
I'll be getting this one, guys. Just letting you know, I will be getting this one.
Themed directly around the Shattered Omens patch, this sharp new armor set will have you breaking those Omen windows and look incredible while doing so. Also included is the Fractal Evade, the Fractured Shard's Footprints, the Fractured Blade, and the Fractured Great Edge, the Mirror of Shards Portal, the Fractured Legends title, and Chip, your lovable little fractured hand buddy. Our Fractured Legend tier pack includes all other Fractured Supporter Pack goodies.
Nice.
These supporter packs are only available for a limited time and can be picked up from the in-game shop or through Steam. And as always, thank you for supporting Last Epoch.
Yeah, we'll be definitely picking that up, man. Purple is like my third favorite color, so.
4 represents a significant step forward for Last Epoch, from the addition of echo chains to the very way you slot your idols. We can't wait to see how you harness the power of corruption when the update launches. On behalf of everyone at 11th Hour Games, thank you for your continued support. Also, if you love Last Epoch and the top-down action RPG genre, please check out our hiring page as we're continuing to grow our team with talented and enthusiastic people, often from our own community.
If you want to work at Last Epoch,
in the description below. We'll see you in Atera for Season 4, Shattered Omens, on March 26th.